like to open people up.
So there's a lot of podcasts where there's an additional thing that you don't need.
I do.
Trauma. Prizing trauma from people. That's your thing.
Oh. Just you wait, Mr. Key. I'm going to unlock you.
You can't prize trauma from me. Hi, I'm Tim Key, and I am in great company.
Please welcome the poetic stylings of Tim Key!
How I could ever be on stage on my own, making people laugh. That's the bit that took maybe 5 years. You've got friends who are doing the same thing, but you don't know in 5 years' time neither of you are doing it anymore.
How hard is it to become a comedian?
I think...
Tell me about your childhood.
My dad used to make homebrew. I remember him brewing it, and that's a very fond childhood memory. When I go home now and drink it, it's just a very nostalgic.
Wow, that's a big nostalgic thing.
This is trauma, I think, the street party. We went to the park, and then there's a slow bicycle race. My brother leans over to me and says, "You can win this." And so it starts, and I just go as fast as I can on my tricycle. And
Can I just ask a personal question?
I don't think I'm supposed to say.
There's the little bit of tea we just got. Hey guys, welcome back to Great Company. Thank you so much for returning to the show. If you're somebody new to it, hi, I'm the host, I'm Jamie, and I sit with different guests each week. And today's guest is incredible for so many reasons. His name is Tim Key. He's a friend of mine, he's a comedian, he's a writer, he's an actor, and he has an amazing new film out, which you may have seen, called The Ballad of Wallis Island. It's simply incredible, and today's episode is just wonderful for so many reasons. Now, before you start the show, I just want to say two things. Firstly, if you haven't already subscribed to our show, it would be amazing if you could. Okay, it takes 1 second, it's completely free, and it does us absolute wonders. I cannot even explain. And the second thing is this: I've written a book, and it's called Boys Don't Cry. And it's an A to Z of everything that we don't talk about. Anxiety, loneliness, kindness, parenthood, best friends. And the reason I wrote it is because I truly believe at this time in our lives, we need to be vulnerable and open. And being vulnerable is the best thing we can be. I really think it can help so many people out there. So if you know someone who needs it, or it might be for yourself, you can pre-order it by clicking the link in our YouTube description. It's called Boys Don't Cry, and it's out in October. Okay, enjoy the show of Great Company with Tim Key. How would you describe a podcast?
Podcast is, some of them can take the form of like a fun conversation.
That's true, yeah.
That's definitely one of the styles.
Is that going to be this?
That's definitely in the frame.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they can be a podcast. I've heard podcasts that are informative, that drill down on one particular topic.
What would give me an example?
Well, like something like The Rest is History, where they'll like talk about Mary, Queen of Scots.
And if they didn't do that, then it wouldn't make sense.
Okay, so could you take the history out of the rest of history? What would you be left with? I think you'd be left with a perfectly functional podcast. They don't need the history. That's my opinion. So there's a lot of podcasts where there's an additional thing that you don't need. Like you don't have an additional thing, do you?
I do.
Trauma. Prizing trauma from people. That's your thing. But it would still work without that if you didn't prize the trauma.
It wouldn't. Do
you not think?
No,
You're not prizing any from me.
Oh, just you wait, Mr. Key. I'm going to unlock you.
You can't prize trauma from me.
This podcast is obviously Great Company, as you said, is I like to open people up.
Yeah.
You and I are friends.
Yeah.
I know what you're like.
Yeah.
You won't want to open up about anything.
No. Well, what I would do is I think I would actually open up to you, but probably not on a podcast.
That's very fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, because that's a public forum.
I think that's sort of the way I would do it, really, is on podcasts, go on podcasts and it's just like a laugh and just like talk about whatever.
Yeah.
And then maybe I'd meet a friend in the pub and then open up.
Why wouldn't the microphone be there?
It's a puzzle, isn't it?
So I've got a game we're going to play.
Okay, great, perfect.
Every time I ask a question that you think is too personal, you have to, instead of answering it, you have to read one of your poems.
Yeah, perfect.
So if I was going to say, Tim Key, tell me about your childhood.
Childhood, we're good to go.
Okay, go on, tell me.
No poems for you there.
What? Oh, can't wait. Go, give it to me.
Childhood.
Come on, open up. Pretend we're in the pub together. We've got a glass of lager in front of us. Just a little Vogue.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
We've just ordered the artichoke.
I don't smoke anymore.
All right. Well, you're chewing on some nicotine gum.
Yeah.
There you go.
Right, yeah, good. Trying to get back into cigarettes. But what do you want to know about my childhood?
Well, I want to know.
Yeah,
I want to. Okay, I want to know lots of things.
Yeah.
Grew up
What kind of little boy I was?
Yeah, I do. I really want to know.
Crybaby?
Were you a crybaby?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
No, you weren't.
Yeah.
What kind of crybaby?
I think I did. I think I did cry and sometimes have tantrums.
A mummy's boy?
Yes, sir.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Shy?
Yes. Yes. Purple dungarees. We haven't said yet.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You used to wear them all the time.
I think there was a lot of purple dungarees.
Mm-hmm.
My toy,
What was it?
a hippo.
You called it hippie. I would lead with hippo and then say hippie afterwards.
What did I do?
You went hippie, and I went, "What's that?" And you went hippo.
Yeah.
That's confusing.
Yeah. I wish I hadn't done that. But you can't have regrets, can you, on this podcast? That kind of little mistake I can handle when I'm cycling home.
Did you cry as a kid?
Yeah.
What would you cry about?
I think I would just lose it sometimes and just cry about anything.
Would you really?
Yeah. I
So
think
you're emotional.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Did you cry?
How are you throwing this back on me? I cried a lot as a kid because I was frustrated. Because I think that I don't know if you had this. When I was a kid, all I wanted to be was older. And so I hated the fact when I was 4 and everyone else was like 18, they could go and do these things like travel the world and have money.
I know. And then you have like your mum just sort of with that withering look, shaking her head, and just she knows that's not what you actually should want.
Mm.
You don't want to wish your life away. She used to say that to me. But you do just want to be able to, like, drive a car.
I have some moments in my life that really stand out.
Yeah.
Right. So like really sort of pinnacle moments.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
What is your first core memory that you have as a kid?
I do remember we were looking for to move house.
Okay.
Yeah.
Looking forward to.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
yeah. We were looking to move house.
Okay.
And we were on a street. Mm-hmm. I think we'd looked at the house. Then I think I'm spinning round. And then I think I fall and graze my knee, maybe cut my knee open.
Okay.
And then my father,
Whose name is?
Bill.
I don't know if you're lying.
No, his name's Bill.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Bill then
Bill Key.
Oh God, yeah. Bill puts a white handkerchief around my knee, and I think that's my earliest memory.
Is it?
Yeah.
So you must have been 3?
I reckon maybe 4.
Mm-hmm.
I've got one on. There was a street party in honor of. Do you remember Lady Di?
Yes.
So she got married to the guy who went on to become the king, King Charles.
King Charles.
Prince Charles for a bit, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Who I met the other day.
Excuse me?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Shook his hand.
Wow.
Mm.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. And he knew who I was.
Wow. What was he like?
Yeah, I like it says on the tin.
Yeah.
He's sort of, hello, how are you? You sort of do an awkward bow with him and you say hello and then he talks to you and he's got a sort of soft voice.
Yeah.
You have to lean in quite a lot to hear him.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, right. It's old ear by the lips time, is it?
You have to sort of get close in to hear him like that.
Is he sort of quite dignified?
What do you mean by that?
Is he like dignified? Does he have a sort of quiet, gnarled dignity about him?
Yeah, and he's sort of like
A tortoise? He's a bit like a tortoise.
If he was an animal, he'd probably be a tortoise.
If you take without the shell, obviously.
Without the shell.
Remove the shell, put on a suit and a crown. Did he have a crown?
He didn't have a crown on him, no. But he had a suit.
Was he with his wife?
No, he wasn't.
She calls herself the Queen.
But she is the Queen.
So was there finger food?
Yeah, there was some cake, some Victoria sponge cake that I took. Anyway, I need to go back to Princess Di, you were saying, who was married to King Charles. This was another memory.
But the Queen's husband wasn't the king.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, no, he was the Duke of Edinburgh.
You're right.
And now she said, I think it might be time for me to be the Queen. Pop me down as Queen. Now, what do you think about that?
I Well, listen, I can't say too much because the royal family now follow me on Instagram.
Right, and you've got a sort of an in at the moment. You don't want to let yourself down. Well, I'll say it.
Okay, you say it.
And then you can berate me.
I can break you. Yeah.
It's quite mad that she's calling herself the Queen. Okay, carry on. Well, because she's not really the Queen.
She's not. Well, I'm not going to listen. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it, Tim Key. And everyone else putting their hands up, so I'm not going to say it.
Well, you don't need to say it. It was her husband got promoted to king.
Yes. Is it promoted?
Well, I suppose it's succeeded his mother.
I think succeeded. Promoter is more what you get as in a job.
And then he said, okay, well, fine, I'm the king.
Yeah.
And everyone has said, absolutely, you're the king. And then she said, I'll be the queen.
Mm.
And then everyone said, fine, bit weird.
Is that treason?
What I've just said. I don't think it's treason what she's done.
It's not treason, is it?
It's just an interesting thing. I don't think, I'm never going to be in that position, I don't think.
But if you were in that position, if you and the king got married.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I wouldn't be saying I'll be king as well. King too.
But would you be saying I'll be the queen?
But I don't know. You don't know until you're in that situation. She just lost her head. Because what she should have said is, okay, you be the king and I'll stick with just being a person. And what she's actually said is, you be the king and I've got a very good chance here. This is the closest I'm ever going to get to being able to call myself the queen, so I'll go queen. But I think someone else should have said, well, you're not really the queen. Maybe he should have said that, and maybe that is perhaps something you say next time you're in their house.
I reckon if I was in that position, though, I would say I'm queen. I would take it.
I think you would, yeah.
I would take it. Okay, so back to the memories.
Yeah, back to the memories.
Back to the memories. You're
So
in Cambridge.
I'm at a street party.
Oh yeah, how old are you now?
So that was, when did they get married? 1981.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
So you would have been you're 5.
I think I'm back. I'm actually 4, probably.
You're 76.
Did they get married in 81 or 82?
You're born 76.
Born 76, and that street party would have been. I'm sure they would have got married in the summer.
But describe what a street party is for anyone who doesn't know.
Okay, so they will, but it's in my street. There was a party. Trestle tables.
Nice.
Yeah.
English.
Oh, English. Yeah.
Flags.
Yeah, English flags. Yeah, far right. There were lots of like picnics and stuff.
Picnic food or picnics?
Picnics, patriotic songs.
Sausage rolls.
Yeah.
Scotch eggs.
Definitely Scotch eggs.
Yeah.
Pork pies.
Oh yeah. What's your favourite out of that trio?
Scotch eggs, I think. Yeah, I like a nice Scotch egg. Sometimes I get a Scotch egg from Marks and Spencer's, but they come in 2s, really.
They do always come in 2s.
Yeah, so sometimes I'll
you take 2 down.
Do I take 2 down? I'd rather, maybe that's time for me to read a poem.
Go on, let's read a poem.
Okay, let's read a poem. I've not come on here to tell you whether I take 2 Scotch eggs down. Okay, so my new book is called LA Baby.
Mm.
And it's about, I went to LA last year.
Yeah.
We can talk about that.
I'm going to get on to that. Can I just say, the thought of you being in LA is already quite funny.
Yeah, funny.
Mm.
Right. Why?
Because I just don't think you... I don't think you would like LA.
Lauren Laverne said this to me.
Lauren Laverne said this to you. Well, I'm saying it to you now.
Yeah, that's 2 out of 2.
That's 2 out of 2. Because I imagine you sort of live in northwest London.
Yeah.
It's where you kind of...
Don't,
I'm not going to...
dox me.
Yeah, but that's sort of where I sort of feel
Where do you live?
Northwestish London.
Oh, how close do you think we are?
Very, very close.
Oh, we?
We're not far.
Oh.
You're probably about 10 minutes from me.
Right. What would be the geographically best pub with a garden between us?
I don't know any pubs. But
how can you not?
Well, I sort of do, but I don't really sit in pubs. You sit in pubs?
I don't think that's the phrase, but yeah, I do go to the pub.
You go to the pub?
Yeah, I don't sit in pubs. Makes me sound like I don't have a sofa. Do I sit in pubs? Well, what are your reference points then? Cafes.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah. Do you sit in cafes?
Sally Clark,
Tim Key.
Gales.
Gales, yep, good.
Yeah, we know
Okay,
Gales.
now I know where you are.
Okay.
This is a poem I wrote when I arrived in LA.
Yeah.
This is my first thing I saw when I opened the doors, when the plane doors opened.
Okay.
And this poem's called Welcome to America. The air hostess opened the plane door and boom, a lightning bolt straight into the veins. Stood at the top of the steps there. The United States of America came at me like a fucking hairdryer. Mickey Mouse, Huckleberry Finn and the goddamn Super Bowl swept towards me from the tarmac. Jimmy Connors, Cherry Pie, the Wall Street crash, the stories, the legends, the history. Buck Rogers, Walmart, Lassie, NASCAR, tipping culture, Thanksgiving, Penelope Pitstop, Karen Carpenter, hot dogs, Antonio Pettigrew, Peter Falk, Star Wars, The Yellow Brick Road, Yale, MASH, Jennifer Aniston, everything. The Star-Spangled Banner rang out like cathedral bells. I wiped my eyes, picked up my House of Games carry-on case, and trickled down the stairway into the promised land. Clapping. That's why you've got so many staff.
Yeah, to do that.
They're part audience.
That is Jennifer Aniston thrown in there.
Jennifer Aniston, yeah, that's piqued your interest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think
Do you like Jennifer?
Love Jennifer Aniston.
Have you met her for tea?
I haven't met her for tea, but I think you're relating that to what you grew up on, which is Friends.
I'm relating it to, just a sort of a white noise of America, I guess, that you can't really avoid it, can you?
Just for everyone who is listening who wants to know Tim's little bit of life, obviously you grew up in Cambridge.
I need to finish the street party story.
Okay, fine.
So
street party go.
This is trauma, I think, the street party. We went to the park after the street party, Homefields it's called, and then there's a slow bicycle race. Do you know what one of those is?
Well, I'm assuming it's a slow bicycle race.
Yeah.
Right.
So, what do you think the rules are? Everyone on their bikes.
You have to go slow
to win.
Yeah, good.
Right.
Like that.
So I'm on a tricycle because I'm
3 wheels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So because I'm only 4 or 5.
Okay.
So I'm sat on my bicycle at the start line on my tricycle, and so I guess the elephant in the room is that I can just sit there because I've got 3 wheels. Not such a big elephant. My brother says to me, he's older.
He's called
John.
He said, Bill, John, and Tim.
Yeah. It's not. Hang on, that's not so bad.
I know. So,
Bill, John, and Tim. What? Like we're simple people. Like I've got a basic family. Bill, John, and Tim. Right.
I'm Bill Key. This is John Key and Tim Key.
Yeah.
And Mum is called
Carol.
That's a bit more spicy.
Yeah, there's something going on there.
There's something.
So my brother leans over to me and says, "You can win this."
And you.
Yeah, but there's
But
all of the other kids have got 2 wheels, and so it starts, and all of the other kids start maneuvering their handlebars so that they don't go too quickly, and then they're trying to stay still, and I just go as fast as I can on my tricycle and lose. Then cried for about maybe 7 years.
What? Because John was furious.
John was very happy that he'd told me to go as fast as I can.
Damn.
Yeah.
Do you know when I was a kid? Do you remember Silly Putty?
Yeah, love Silly Putty.
So you'd put your finger into it and make noises, and it was kind of this putty, right?
Yeah.
My brother took me to a well.
Sure.
And
yeah, was this in Romania?
he said, if you drop it in there, it'll bounce back.
Oh, this is the problem with brothers. Older.
Older.
Yeah.
Older. Alexander.
It's a
bit more spicy.
Yeah.
And you dropped it, plop.
Yeah.
Didn't come
back.
back.
And you just lost it. How old were you?
5.
Yeah. Was that one of your earlier memories?
Yes. Wow, we're so similar. I knew we were similar.
Yeah. Brothers hoodwinking us.
Yeah. And there was another time with my brother where I had drawn a picture for my dad.
Yeah. Daddy.
For Daddy.
Yeah.
And I said, look at this picture. I showed him to him, and I'd open it up like it was a book.
Yeah. My
My brother stapled it together without me realizing. So when I went to show my dad, I opened it and ripped.
Wow.
Yeah. Trauma.
Yeah, trauma. We were playing with fishing nets by the river.
Wow. You, Bill, and John.
Me and John. And Bill was varnishing a boat.
Where was Carol?
Where was Carol? Where was Carol?
Yes, I'm just worried about Carol. Where was Carol?
Should have been at home. It was a different time.
Okay, yeah. But Bill was varnishing a boat.
Let's focus on me and my brother.
Okay, all right.
We can't just zoom in on my father varnishing a boat and we don't see the anecdote. I can't just describe him varnishing a boat for 5 minutes. He's away varnishing. And then we're pissing about with these things. And I walk,
And he's how much older, John?
2 years.
Yeah. About right. Same way.
So then I'm walking backwards away from him and we're like jousting, I guess, is the idea, like sword fighting with these fishing nets.
Yeah.
And then I walk back and I just fall in the river. But he hasn't touched me. Yeah, so then I come. This is the measure of the man. I come out and I said that he pushed me in.
Yeah.
And then I'm a hero because I've got this green weeds in my hair.
Yeah.
And I think like I was called Weed Head or something for about 3 months. And my brother had to face the wall.
He had to face the wall.
Yeah.
For 3 months as well.
No, that was less than 3 months. That was just to think about what he'd done. But he hadn't done anything, so there was nothing to think about. What he was really thinking is why I'd done what I'd done.
And then did John turn on you from then on?
No, he was a very nice brother, but it's fractious stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
I do remember the bit when you're like, he's sort of 16, 17 and it all kind of evens out a bit, doesn't it? And you sort of start to, you like your brother when you're on holiday and stuff like that. But I do remember like thinking, I quite like this sort of, grown up brother.
Who in your family's funny?
I do remember that bit where it turns slightly, where you're like, sort of 16, 17. I always found my dad like does impressions and stuff.
Does he?
It was funny, yeah. I remember him doing impressions of, did you ever see the film Bigfoot and the Hendersons?
No. Bigfoot and the Hendersons.
Yeah, I think it's in the 80s. I watched it at Centre Parks. Anyway, but Bigfoot is like a sort of, Bigfoot.
It's Bigfoot, yeah.
Yeah, and it was very funny.
Mm-hmm.
But he was like, he was like heavily prosthetics guy.
Because it wasn't actually Bigfoot.
Oh God, no, that would have been, if that was a documentary. Has that been sent to you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Bigfoot and the Hendersons it's a picture of Bigfoot in prosthetics.
Right, my dad could do a decent impression of Bigfoot.
What would a Bigfoot sound like?
I don't think he did the sound. I think he just like manipulated his face. So he was funny.
Mm-hmm.
And then, my mum is funny, sometimes intentional, but also, decent. She's a decent laugh. She's pretty funny. But I think there comes a point where you're like a little older, deeper into your teens, and you're sort of eating together, but also you're allowed to have a glass of wine.
Here we go.
And I do remember that being a kind of good sort of halcyon period. I like that, to have a couple of. My dad used to make homebrew,
Like of wine or like spirit?
of wine and also of beer.
No.
Yeah,
Vile.
he was. Yeah, nasty. I don't see him anymore.
Did you used to
horrible
drink?
little man.
Did you used to drink? Did you used to drink the homebrew?
Yeah.
No.
I used to drink it, and I love it. And actually, when I go home now and drink it, it's just a very nostalgic.
Wow, that's a big nostalgic thing.
It's a very big nostalgic.
And no one else would understand that.
No.
I love that about nostalgia.
But
No one else gets it.
And it's all kept in the airing cupboard, right? And it's all in. All the bottles are like bottles from. I would say he started doing this home brewing in the 70s. So the bottles are like thick glass lemonade bottles, like Corona lemonade bottles.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of a very specific.
So you go in there and you just pour yourself for something.
Yeah. You do actually. You go in there and you just pour yourself something. Well, he always gets it.
Yeah.
So he'll go up the stairs.
So you're not allowed to?
No.
Cool. Still now?
Now probably I could, yeah, because his legs sort of creak a bit more. But he would go up and he would get the home brew, bring it down, open it, pour it into the jug. Like there's a process.
Yeah.
And then, but also I remember him brewing it, and that's a very fond childhood memory where he was in his element in the kitchen, just sort of brewing this. Like he made elderberry wine. So I remember like being in my bedroom. Maybe I'm like 7, and so I've gone to bed, and it's like 7:30, and I can hear classical music and smell the elderberry wine drifting up the stairs.
That's amazing. Smells do that. Why do you smell? I can still smell like Well, I can't smell it now.
Well,
but
you probably couldn't. You probably remember the smell.
I remember the smell. I remember the smell of my school.
Yeah.
Remember the smell of my school. Remember the smell of my first home.
Yeah.
Remember the smell of my bedroom.
Yeah.
I remember all those things. Brings me straight back.
I remember I've got a very, very powerful sensory connection with Edinburgh, where when you get off the train in Edinburgh, have you been to Edinburgh?
Someone else told me this the other day.
Yeah.
Maybe you're a group of people that have this. Someone else said this to me the other day. They have a real good connection with Edinburgh.
I think a lot of comedians have this thing where,
of course, because of
the
Edinburgh Festival.
So you get off the train, and there's just this kind of waft of hops from the breweries. I think that's what it is, and it immediately just. Well, it's sort of what I'd like to do with Edinburgh is actually not go there for about 10 years so I can like fully appreciate the nostalgia, because at the moment it just takes me back by 1 or 2 years.
Because you're repeating the same thing.
I just keep doing the same thing. I'm in a cycle, yeah.
You won the Perrier Award.
2009.
Big.
Huge. Massive, that.
That is, let's put it out there. So Edinburgh Festival, people don't know, most prestigious comedy awards in the world for up-and-coming comedians.
Yeah.
The Perrier Award is the creme de la creme. It's the Victor Ladorum.
Yeah. What's that? Victor Ladorum?
Don't worry about it.
Is that a fashion one?
Yeah. It's for athletics at private school.
Wow. Okay, yeah. Did you go to a private school?
No. So it's the Victor Ladorum.
Yeah.
When you won that, who gave it to you?
Frank Skinner.
Whoa.
Yeah.
One of your heroes?
Yeah. Yeah. I used to watch his shows, you know. He used to do Fantasy Football League and Baddiel and Skinner Unplanned, and he's really famous. And when you first go to Edinburgh, you don't. That was an interesting. The feeling of like being in Edinburgh for the first time. There's a lot that goes on, where you gradually realise that something is possible, where you're playing bottom just because you're at school, and then you're doing plays at university just because you're like at university.
Uh-huh.
And then the moment where you're like and also you're just watching comedians and stuff on telly and not associating what you're doing with what they're doing. And so the bit where you kind of realise that it's possible to do the same job as them kind of creeps up on you and takes quite a lot of time. But there's definitely a bit where you go impossible, and then there's definitely a bit where you go, I'm actually doing that. Yeah.
And then it becomes weird, right? And then suddenly you're looking really around going, hang on a second, I'm doing what I've always wanted to do, but I haven't realised I'm actually doing what I thought, where little Tim over here never thought was possible, but now I'm actually doing it.
Because it's not possible. It's like doing, it's like being a footballer.
How hard is it to become a comedian like that and a successful one?
It's quite hard.
It is hard, isn't it?
But you just need to... But the biggest moment is where you just find yourself at least on the bottom step, rather than just thinking, I don't even know where the steps are.
When was that? Was that after
2001, I'd say. No, way before.
Way before?
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, by 2009, I kind of knew what I was doing, and it was slow, but you know what you're doing, and you know that you're going on stage and people are laughing and stuff like that. There's stuff happening. You also know that you've got friends who are doing the same thing, and you have a sense that maybe that you're in a good group of people. Like you sense that maybe Alex Horne is like a genius, but you don't know. He might just be someone who in 5 years' time, neither of you are doing it anymore.
Wow. I always listen to the American comedians when they say they used to do the stand-up circuit, and then suddenly this man came on stage and it just blew everyone out the water. It was Robin Williams, and everyone just was like, that guy is just, how are we going to do that?
Yeah.
And like the other one was like Jim Carrey was just so good, and they always talk about these people.
So I guess when I started watching, it was people like Paul Foote and Daniel Kitson, who were like just kind of enormous, stage acts in the early 2000s, but still you don't know. Even then, you don't. It's difficult to sort of work out how you could ever be on stage. For me, anyway, how I could ever be on stage on my own, making people laugh. That's the bit that took maybe 5 years.
So when was the moment? Because you pretended you went to Cambridge University to get into the Footlights.
Yep. Yeah.
Mad.
Yep. That was 2001. So that
you lied.
Yeah. Yeah.
You frauded people
Yeah, I did actually. I was fraudulent.
to getting into the Footlights.
I didn't really lie. I just didn't,
The Footlights are the notoriously famous group that it was at Cambridge University that does comedy shows.
Yeah.
The likes of Hugh Laurie came out of it, Stephen Fry, Rowan Atkinson?
No.
No.
I think he was at Oxford.
Sophie Ogilvie? No, what's her
Sophie Ogilvie. So basically, the three main ones are Stephen Fry, Hugh Laurie, and Sophie Ogilvie.
It's not Sophie Ogilvie. I'm thinking of who's the incredible British actress, and her name is
Sophie Ogilvie.
No, it's not Sophie Ogilvie.
Olivia Colman.
Olivia Colman.
Right, nothing like Sophie Ogilvie.
Olivia Colman in the Footlights.
She was, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
I think she might have hoodwinked her way in as well.
So audition happens to get into Footlights,
So I go. That is after I've been to university in Sheffield. I go there.
and you've studied what at Sheffield?
Russian.
Privyet.
Privyet.
Yeah.
Как дела?
Mhm.
Как дела?
Kadala.
Mhm.
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 Privyet.
Привет. Как дела? Как дела?
Nikolaevich.
Мгм.
Kadala.
Как тебя зовут?
Da.
Мгм. Мгм. Хорошо.
Why did you study Russian?
I went to Kyiv in 1996,
Capital of Ukraine.
capital of Ukraine, and really enjoyed my time there. Decided I'd change my degree and learn Russian.
Wow.
Yeah.
Has that been useful?
Well, I mean, I think
Languages.
I think it's. I mean, I'm glad I did it, but I mean, I think it is useful. I think it's an interesting one to study.
Communication.
Because I was going to study English, I think.
Boring.
But that's already sort of backed up.
Yeah, you've got that in the
Yeah.
bag.
So no, I'm quite glad I did it.
So you come out of Sheffield, studied Russian, you speak Russian, you go for the audition, you say I'm at Cambridge.
I go to the audition. I say I'm at Cambridge, and they say, "What's your email?" I say my email address. They say it's different from all the other ones. I say yes. I'm waiting for my college one. They say, "What does that mean?" I say, "I don't know." Then I do the audition. They say, "Fantastic, you can be in our thing now." And then the director phones me up and says, "Yes, I know that you're not at Cambridge, and but you can stay in it." And so he lets me stay in it.
Wow.
And then
Who was the director?
He's a guy called Phil Breen.
Are you still friends with Phil Breen?
Yeah, he's
Come on.
fantastic.
Yeah.
He's a Big Short director. He directs opera in Japan.
That is niche.
Yeah.
Just quickly to caveat part of a conversation, we've actually got Tim Key's book here.
Was it in the shops?
It was in the shops. All the way in London. I'm being thrown it by Jemima. I think that's a perfect time to read another poem.
I'll read a poem.
Yeah, after that. Because what it is, it's like an ad break.
Yeah.
So we're now going into an ad break where you read us a poem.
Yeah.
Pick a goodie.
Oh, yeah, always.
Yeah.
Yeah, always. Do you want one that's more sort of traumatic?
Yes, I do. This is
Okay.
where the trauma comes
So
in.
when I arrived in LA,
Yeah.
it's quite difficult. Have you been there?
Oh, boy, yeah.
Yeah. Do you like it?
I find it lonely.
Right.
Yeah, I find it lonely.
Right. You're going to like this book.
Why? Because
There's a seam of loneliness that runs through it.
it is lonely.
Yeah.
And also living in northwest London,
Yeah.
we're not lonely
No.
because you can go and sit in the pub.
Yeah. And you can have your friends.
Oh, yeah.
You can go to Pure Gym.
You can do that.
Yep.
And you can make friends there.
I've only made one friend at Pure Gym.
You can go to like a farmer's market. Doesn't really happen in LA.
No.
And also everyone drives everywhere, where in northwest London, most people walk.
Well, that was a culture shock. The
Yeah.
fact that you can't walk around. I love walking around.
Who did you make friends with at Pure Gym?
Well,
Mhm.
Well,
Can't say.
the spin instructor came to my show. Okay, let me read this.
There's the little bit of tea we just got. Were you front row, middle row, back row? Just give it to me.
What, spinning?
Yeah.
Back, always.
Wow.
Yeah. Her shaking her head at me. Well, the thing is, I was always adjusting it when she wasn't looking. If that's a phrase.
Okay.
The amount of times I said sorry in that spinning class. I think that's probably
Over
the
over
world
the music.
record that I'd said, yeah. Yeah, because I'm not doing it properly. Just sort of put it on its stand and I'm leaning against it. No, but basically,
The thought of you
yeah.
in a spin class
What?
in Pure Gym
In Pure Gym.
is hilarious.
Right. Yeah. Different from being in LA.
Similar.
That's where I'm supposed to be. But so then I said to her, because we were making a live stage show, a comedy show, and
who's we?
Well, me.
Okay.
But I wanted to have some like film in it.
Yeah.
So I talked about spinning in the thing, and then I said to her, "Would it be possible to film in your spin class?" And she said yes. And then I got some extras, and we filmed in a spin class, and it was fantastic.
That's very good.
And she was in it, and then she came and watched the show.
Because that is funny.
Yeah.
Because you in a spin class with other people is funny. Candles in the spin class?
Candles?
Some people put candles in the spin class.
No.
You don't have that.
He's saying no.
He's saying, Rafi's saying no. All right. Okay. Here we go.
So after the first couple of weeks,
Yeah.
and then I'd started the job, and then in the book, there's some trauma because it's difficult. There's some imposter syndrome. It's trying to keep up with the other fantastic actors.
And it's American show?
American show.
When's it out?
September.
Here we go.
Yeah. Okay. So this is me after, when you're beaten down and then you have to get up again.
Okay, fine.
Sort of Chumbawamba.
Oh, so this is basically your journal, but in perms.
It's a memoir, yeah, sort of, yeah.
Wow, so
Yeah,
you're being
it leads
vulnerable
you
in
through-
this.
Well, a very. It starts on the drive to Heathrow, and it ends next to the carousel.
And just quickly, what emotions are you when you're driving to Heathrow?
Yeah, good question.
Nervous? Excited?
Trepidatious.
Is that the fear of holes?
I think it's a mixture of nervous and anxious. Fear of holes? I'm not scared of holes. Are you?
Well, no, if you see those pictures of lots of little holes together.
I don't like that at all.
There you go.
Yeah.
You're trepidatious.
Wow.
Mhm. Okay.
This poem's called The Wounded.
Okay, here we go.
Prostrate on the floor, a leopard wounded, its fur lank with blood. A pulse of sorts still bubbling through its arteries. A pained breath honking through its nostrils, shifting sand from where its skull hit the deck. A Dodgers baseball cap upon its head, a UK passport in its pocket. A claw, getting traction in the dust. Its knees whir into action. Its thighs harden like resin. The beast claws itself to its feet.
There we go.
Mm.
So you're the leopard.
Yeah, I imagine I must be.
So what you're feeling a bit broken there.
Yeah.
Emotionally, physically?
Just working out how to. Well, also there's some poetic license. Yeah, so I was fine, but there's just an element of getting used to this new place and finding out, navigating your way through it.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Where did you live when you were in LA?
Silver Lake.
Silver Lake? Why did you... Silver Lake? Is that where the studios are?
No.
Silver Lake?
Do you know Silver Lake?
Well, I think it's like, isn't that somewhere near West Hollywood or Malibu or anywhere like that? Or Beverly Hills?
Yeah, they're all completely different places.
I know they are.
So your Silver Lake was sort of, I don't know, it's like quite near West Hollywood.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, it was about a 25-minute drive to work.
What did you learn about yourself when you were in LA?
Quite resilient, quite adaptable.
Mm-hmm.
I think I did a pretty good job.
Yeah, you would have done a good job.
Made some nice new friends.
I really want to talk about this as well.
Yeah.
The Ballad of Wallis Island.
Oh, God, yeah.
Holy. So I was invited.
Yeah.
By Richard Curtis.
The great Richard
The
Curtis.
great Richard Curtis to a screening of this. Got an email from his wife, actually. He was CC'd in.
Yeah.
Saying, Jamie, love your stuff. Love what you do.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
Had you met her before?
No.
Oh, brilliant. And she reached out.
But I had done something for Comic Relief. I did a big old run.
Oh, you did actually?
Mm-hmm.
Well, not just one.
5.
You went again and again and again.
5 days.
Yeah. Fake news.
That's real news.
Was it real?
5, yeah.
5 in a row. How did you do that?
You thought I faked that?
I absolutely did not. That was no, that was a joke.
How could I fake
I don't know. Impossible.
Anyway, I was invited.
Cameras. film the starts and the ends. Carry on.
No, there was the arc. You saw me running.
I did.
Yeah, you
I
can't
couldn't
fake
believe it.
that.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
I saw your feet.
Yeah, swollen.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. So I got invited by Richard Curtis. I turn up. It's in the Soho Hotel.
Yeah, it is.
He's saying we got to watch this movie called the Ballad of Wallis Island. Your friend Tim Key's in it.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, well, I like Tim Key. I like the sound of this. I like Richard Curtis and his wife.
Yeah, I do.
And I like Soho Hotel.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, this is going to be good. So I turn up there. I walk in. First person I see, Paul Rudd.
Ruddles.
Second person I see,
Here we go.
Sophie Ogilvie. Olivia Colman. She was there. She was there.
She was in Floods.
She was there. She was there. Next person I see,
Yep.
Tim Key.
Yeah.
See you there.
Yeah.
You're chatting amongst your friends.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. I found like a little pocket of people I knew.
Do you want to hear the truth about this? I've lied, by the way.
Yeah.
When I was invited to the Ballad of Wallis Island,
Yeah.
I didn't realize you had written it or you were in it.
Oh, really?
And then when I saw the poster, I saw you there, and
Yeah.
I thought, okay, there we go.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we sat down and watched this movie. It is possibly my favorite movie I've seen in the last decade. And
Wow.
I'm not even joking.
That's very kind of you.
It is. I sent you a message afterwards.
Yeah.
I'm going to actually read the message.
Yeah, let's read the message.
Let's read the message. Here we go. 8th of May, I said you this. Dear friend, truly magical. I imagine you're the kind of person who hates compliments, but you were more than fantastic. A perfect movie. Sorry, I had to run. Have an early start. It is. It's a perfect movie. You got to tell us, okay, for anyone who hasn't seen it, what is it about? Synopsis, go.
Synopsis go. It's about a millionaire who, an eccentric millionaire, lives on an island, decides to throw money at the problem and get his favourite band back together and play a private gig for just him. But the two people in the band are no longer in the band together and used to be lovers. And he doesn't give the entire truth to either of them. So they arrive and there's some awkwardness. And it's about relationships, nostalgia, people being stuck and people moving on. Pleased with that, actually.
I was
It
very
felt
pleased.
a bit out of control after a bit, but then
No.
I think I brought it around.
I think you brought it around at the end.
And it stars the great Kerry Mulligan.
Yeah, who you emailed out of the blue to get on it.
I emailed Kerry to ask her to be in it, yeah.
Because you kept her email address.
I kept her email from previous anecdote. And then, but crucially, Tom Basden, who I wrote it with.
Yeah. 18 years ago you wrote it.
Yeah.
Which is mad.
We wrote a short 18 years ago and then turned it into a feature, 2 years ago.
And the thing about the 18-year ago one which you wrote, only had 2 people in it. This one now had 3.
This one now had 5 because it
5.
also had AK, who plays Michael, and Sean Clifford, who plays the shopkeeper, and then Kerry Mulligan. And then Tom Basden, in addition to everything else, also wrote all of the music. MVP.
And how many days did you shoot the whole movie in?
18.
18 years, 18 days, it all matches.
18 years, 18 days. Brilliant.
You should have thought about that.
18 awards.
Come on.
Yeah.
Just because it is so good. It is so good. This is the kind of thing that you would get in a junket, but I'm going to ask you. When you're playing your character in that, because you've written it and you've done it for 18 years and you know it so well, is it feel like just the best thing to be able to play around with that character and that role and just be free with it because you know the character so well?
Yeah. Yeah. It was a joy. I mean, there's a bit of pressure because it's your film and you don't want to fuck it up.
Oh yeah.
So the first scene, there's a lot of stuff where, well, obviously the first thing is getting it made, and it looks impossible.
Took 18 years.
Yeah, and almost to the last week, it feels that it might not happen.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
No, it can't. Even to the last week.
There's mad stuff happening where you're trying to get the finances together and all of this. I stay out of it. But yeah, there's stuff happening. It's crazy.
Can I just ask a personal question?
Yeah.
You can go to a perm if you want, but
Yeah.
please don't. 18-day shoot. How much does that cost to make?
Oh, I don't know.
Why not?
I don't think I'm supposed to say. I can't remember.
That's probably a good answer.
I think
You don't know or you're not allowed to say?
Well, I mean, I know. I can tell you. Whisper it. I actually,
So you can't say.
I actually don't know.
You do know.
I think they haven't told me so that I can't incriminate myself. It's like a spy. I've got only the information I need. I'd rather answer that other question about whether it's nice to have that role.
Can I ask you another personal question?
Oh yeah,
Because it takes 18 years to make.
Yeah. These aren't personal questions, you know.
Well, they sort of are. Maybe
Yeah.
they're not. I don't know. Maybe can make it deeper than it is.
Yeah.
Because it takes 18 years to make the Ballad of Wallis Island.
Yeah.
Sometimes the process
Yeah.
of that is the best bit. Like when you're leading up to a wedding. It's all amazing. The wedding is amazing. And then afterwards you have a real sort of blue bit. Does that happen with a movie where it's taken 18 years to make it and finally you make it and then everyone goes to see it and you're like, whoa, okay, that's now happened.
Yeah. No, with our one, it's kind of sort of exhilarating right the way through from when we started writing it again, about 2020, where you sort of have hope in your hearts that it might happen.
Yeah.
And then I just loved the writing process. Was very, very enjoyable because we write alone and then stick it all together. So you're constantly I'm getting Tom's writing, and it's.
And when you get some of the writing, you're like, this is genius.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh,
I love it. And then the shoot was part of the reason we did it, I think, is because we always remember that short film, and it was really fun to shoot it. So we had the same thing where we just arrive. It's a small crew, and all of the sort of cliched, like, you know, like a family, all that stuff.
Yeah, but we like that.
But it was nice, you know. It felt all good. It felt like everyone was like into the film. It felt like people liked making the film, which is really it's really important, and that comes a lot from whether they like the stuff that we're shooting, but also we had a very good director. I think that's quite a big part of being a director, is galvanizing a crew.
Yeah, because you're a leader, aren't you?
Yeah.
You have to lead the culture.
I
of it.
really think so. I feel like there's more to it than just he's a very creative, brilliant director with a real vision of how he wanted the film to be, and he's made the film brilliantly. But I think also he's like someone where you really feel it on the set that all of the people want to do it for him. Yeah, so that was all good. So it was very fun. Then we finished it, and then I remember on the train home think we've got something good, hopefully. Then there's bits of ups and downs when you're, you know, being sent edits and things like that.
Cool, because things are cut out. You're like, no, we should keep that.
Yeah, there's a bit of that. There's a bit of like, it's all a bit difficult to watch when it's like assemblies. That's what they're called, when they're like sprawling 2.5 hour versions of it, because you have to sort of get there. But there's not just a bit where, like, the film you saw is finished, and I saw maybe 13 versions that weren't.
Wow.
Anyway, then we eventually see the film in Sundance in America. That's the first time we saw it.
And what was the reaction?
A good reaction. Like, it was a massive cinema, and it was kind of very nerve-wracking, but it was good. There was like horrible phrase, but standing ovation.
Did you stand up?
Yeah, me and Tom.
Did you wave?
Oh, yeah. Then we had to go on stage.
And what? So did you bow as you went on?
We just
Or just clap yourself?
We're terrible. We're just like, we look like really sort of bashful kind of 7-year-olds. We're just like, I don't know what's happened. But yeah,
people may know Tom from Afterlife. With
They
Ricky
might know him
Gervais.
from Afterlife. Yeah, they might know him from.
He plays Ricky Gervais's brother-in-law.
He does.
Mm-hmm.
He also has a sitcom called Here We Go. He also has another sitcom called Plebs. He also is a prolific writer for stage, and he's also a fantastic musician. And
Look at you bigging up your friend. I hope you do this about me when I'm not around.
yeah, I do actually.
Do you?
Yeah,
No, you don't.
I do. I like you.
I like you too.
Yeah, I think you're very good.
I think you're very good.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. We got emotional. See, continue.
Mm. Well, when you go on House of Games with someone, a bond is formed. And Sunday brunch. I went on that the other day.
I know you did. I tried to get on it. As a surprise to you.
That would have been amazing.
I know. I tried to get on it.
It was sad not having you there.
Wait, hang on. So you get on stage, the standing ovation.
Right. And so what you're asking about, is there a bit where you're finished and then there's like a low? That hasn't really happened yet, because we did that. Then we did some stuff in America.
Has it landed in America yet?
Yeah, it started in America. So that.
And what was the reaction?
Well, like, good. Like, people liked it. I mean, because we're like looking at it as it's a pretty English film.
Yeah, totally English. It's a very English film.
Yeah. And so you're kind of like watching it slightly through that prism of
Do they get the humour?
Yeah. References and then humour. Like, will they understand all the references? And there's like straight off the bat, there's lots of stuff about, you know,
'Cause-
Monster Munch and things like that.
Yeah, but it's funny. But where is Wallis Island?
Probably somewhere near Wales.
I think so, right?
Yeah.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah. But yeah, they were, I mean, I think they were, yeah, they kind of got it and they went with it. And then you sensed when we were watching it that they were like into it. And I think, you know, they kind of, yeah, it was a great response. But I mean, we did it in Germany last month. And
They liked it.
yeah, I mean, that's like, that was interesting.
Have you been dubbed or is it subtitles?
It's a great question. The version that we saw was at the Munich Film Festival.
Mm-hmm.
And it was no dubbing and no subtitles, and it was just good luck Germans.
If it was dubbed into Russian,
yeah,
would you do it yourself?
Do you know the way they do it in Russia is they have one guy who does all of it, and then they keep the sound up a bit, and then the Russian guy just goes over the top of it, going, you know, blah 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 blah. And I watched Armageddon.
Love, one of my favorites.
Right. And in Armageddon, there's a bit where someone gets like blown out of the spaceship or something and sucked into space.
Yeah.
And there's this great moment where they go, no. And then the Russian guy goes, niet.
What do you prefer writing?
Hmm.
Scripts or poetry?
Poetry.
Good. Okay.
Because
Yeah.
it's really, really hard to write scripts, I think.
Why?
Because there's more stuff you have to retain in your head. And there's more stuff to do with structure. There's more stuff.
Flow.
It's like writing a novel.
Yeah.
I think you got to have a big old brain for that. I don't know.
Can you have a bad script but a good actor and make a good film? Or does the script always
I
have
would
to
say
be
that
good?
probably happens all the time. Don't you think?
Yeah, I think script writing is that. I think I'm really sad about movies because I feel like script writing is not so precious as it was. If you look at old movies, like, I don't know, look at like, sort of like True Romance or things like
True Lies?
True Lies, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Last Action Hero.
Yeah.
Unbelievable
Yeah.
movie. But if you look at that, like Jingle All the Way, the script writing.
Yeah. What, do you think it's good? Yeah.
But if you, script writing, because people don't now focus as much on script writing, they focus on IP and they focus on what's going to sell. Am I lying?
I think there's a lot of IP.
There's a lot of IP.
And, you know, I feel like we're very lucky that we managed to put one together that was our own idea and was original. But also I think that's partly because we're sort of wired in that way. I think that, I suppose, right from when me and Tom started writing, we were writing sketches and writing live stuff. I mean, it just wouldn't really ever occur to us to write something that didn't start with a blank page. I don't think.
Come on.
I don't think it would.
Have you got something else in your head that you're writing?
What with Tom?
Yeah, or solo?
Yeah,
Or-
me and Tom are talking. We're talking over boiled eggs.
Let's go, because you over boiled eggs?
Yeah,
Scotch eggs,
boiled eggs.
not Scotch.
I mean, if you march into a cafe and ask them to scotch the eggs, you're going to be there forever.
We haven't got long left
No,
in life.
no. Oh, do you worry about your own mortality?
Not as much as I used to.
Right, you worried about dying?
I don't want to die.
No.
Yet.
No, I don't. I'd hate
No,
to.
you. I feel like you're just. You're not even at the top of the mountain at the moment. You know, for you right now, this would be not a great time to die.
Oh, well, it depends. You can look at it both ways, can't you? It might be the perfect.
Time to die, because
It
then
could
your your work, your art becomes much more valuable.
There is an element of that, isn't there? I mean, it
Like
would
Eva,
shift some units for
like-
the boat.
not Eva Mendes. Who was the person? Who was the person who sang "Fields of Barley, Fields of Gold"? Not Eva Mendes. She's married to Ryan Gosling.
Sophie Mongolia,
Eva Cassidy.
Eva Cassidy. When did she die?
She died before she was famous.
Oh,
Her work became famous after her death.
that's a neat trick.
Look, we're gonna have to stop really upsetting you because we don't have much time with you, which is really I'm annoyed at that. But we got 3 minutes.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask you 8 questions, then you're going to read your last poem.
Yeah, perfect.
But I want people to buy Tim's book, LA Baby.
That's available in bookshops, as we just proved.
And it's great. It's great. And I also want you to go and watch the Ballad of Wallis Island, if you haven't, because not only would it support you, but also, boy, it's good. It is really, really good. I told my family to go watch it. They all watched and they loved it.
I think actually it's useful to watch anyway, just to support, independent filmmaking.
There we go. I should have said that. Okay, 8 questions. You ready for this?
Yeah.
What's a saying or phrase that makes you smile or cheers you up?
Sort of. I like the phrase "sort of."
Best compliment anyone's ever given you?
Oh, Richard Whiteley said that I had a funny face.
What scares you most about yourself?
What scares me most about myself?
Anything. Are you crying?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
What scares you about yourself?
Don't really know. It's a weird question, that. But we ask it. We ask it every time. The fact that I can't switch off. That's quite scary sometimes.
Yeah. Okay.
I can't switch off.
No, I
overthink.
Yeah, I have a bit of that and a bit of maybe getting consumed by writing sometimes.
Yeah, hyperfixation. Yeah. I have that. When was the last time you cried?
It was. I went and watched a play recently and wept.
Did you?
Yeah, my friend had directed it.
Wow.
It was about Bill Shankly, the Liverpool manager, and it was a beautiful, beautiful play.
Love that.
With maybe about like 30 actors in it, and then an additional
30,
maybe 20, and then an additional
20 is way less than 30.
Well, 25 then, and then an additional 40 people, which was a community choir from the city of Liverpool.
Love that.
And it was fantastic. Yeah.
What's something you can't let go of? Your dad varnishing his boat.
Yeah. What can't I let go of? I mean, I cannot stop playing football. Clinging on,
really,
for dear life.
What position do you play?
Yeah, pretty far back now. Yeah,
that's all right.
Yeah.
Favorite team?
Don't have a favorite team.
Yeah, nor do I.
No,
don't have that. What's a guilty pleasure?
Columbo. Watch a lot of Columbo.
What turns you off?
What turns me off?
Yeah, what turns you off?
What turns me off?
Mine's rude people. Don't like it. People who are outwardly rude.
Yeah, outwardly rude. Yeah, I don't like people who are outwardly rude. I suppose I don't really like it when people are too used to having a nice lifestyle. For example, you see someone, I don't like it when someone, I think you should still be excited if you like go to a nice hotel or find yourself at a sporting event.
Okay.
And people who are like, get too much of that in their life and it becomes something which is routine.
I love that.
You should be able to like find excitement.
Find excitement in places. Yeah. What turns you on?
I do enjoy live performing. That makes me feel quite alive.
Last question.
Yeah.
Your writing partner, Tom?
Yeah.
Or Steve Coogan?
It's a very good question. They're completely impossible to compare.
Mm-hmm.
Steve Coogan is like a hero of mine, and there's a sort of surrealness that I work with him. He's also incredibly generous, and I've learned a lot from him, and he's very nice to me, and he also watches my shows and things. Tom Basden, he definitely edges it because formative writing and performing comedy in 2004, 5, right the way up to the present day. I guess we learn from one another, and it's kind of very it's something I feel very grateful for, that I have a synchronization with someone like Tom.
That is beautiful. Do you know, it's the best way. We're 501, 502.
Perfect.
So you have to read your last poem.
Here comes the last poem.
I can't wait.
Yeah. This in my story of LA. This is when I'm about to leave.
Okay.
I'm in my Airbnb.
What a story we had as we began, then halfway through.
Yeah.
Now you're about to leave. That's like the journey of the podcast.
It is the journey of the podcast. Yeah.
Okay.
This is called The Game's Up.
Quickly before you start that. Favorite crisp?
Walker's Ready Salted. Every time.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Walker's Ready Salted.
Favorite sandwich?
Tuna mayonnaise and cucumber.
Okay, now you can read the poem.
The game's up. I sat down on my bed. Beside me, my suitcase, unclosable, spewing its contents. My Hollywood life. Dodgers, scarves and coffee beans, sun hats and snow globes, pushed down onto the possessions of the Englishman who arrived 3 months ago. And beyond, the Airbnb, restored to neutral. Post-its peeled from walls, candles burned out, newspapers binned, pans scoured. Another attempt at the suitcase, folding the top shell over, spread-eagling myself, forcing, farting. My international adventure crammed under my belly, my fingers groping for a zip. And now my full weight, hard-earned in bars and diners, crushing my American dream flat. And now the zip, munching the track, steam whistling from my ears. And then silence. Game over. Chapter closed. Order Uber. We're done.
Tim Key, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.